Hello, friends. My topic is perfect competition, its meaning and features. Myself, Dr. S.R. Zawade, Associate Professor and Head Department of Economics, CD Jain College of Commerce, Sri Rampur. A perfect competition market is that type of market in which the number of buyers and sellers is very large. All are engaged in buying and selling a homogeneous product without any artificial restrictions and possessing perfect knowledge of the market at a time. Now, next point, definitions of perfect competition. Perfect competition is a market situation in which single price ruled over the market. Price of product is determined by the forces of aggregate demand and supply. According to Mr. John Robinson, perfect competition prevails when the demand of output of each producer is perfectly elastic. And the last definition, according to Professor K. Boulding, perfect competition market may be defined as a large number of buyers and sellers all engaged in the purchase and sale of identically similar commodities who are in close contact with one another and who buy and sell freely among themselves. Features of perfect competition. First feature of perfect competition is large number of buyers and sellers. In perfect competitive market, number of buyers and sellers are too large. The share of one sellers in total output is very small. If one seller can increase his production or supply, decrease his supply or stop the supply, there is no effect on market price. Every seller can adjust his supply according to market price. As like seller, in case of buyers also, the total demand of the demand of one buyer in total demand is also very small. If one buyer can increase or decrease his demand or stop the demand, there is no effect of his own action to market price. So each and every buyer also adjusts his demand according to market price. It means simply single buyer or single seller cannot influence the market price. In perfect competitive market, industry is a price maker and each and every buyer and seller is a price taker. Now, second, identical or a homogeneous product. This is the instinct feature of the perfect competitive market. In perfect competitive market, number of sellers are too large or number of firms are too large, but share of one firm in total output is small. Products of all the firms are same or identical. It means the size of product, the color of product, design of product, packing of product, and taste and preferences are the same. So consumers or buyers have not freedom to choose the product from particular seller. It gives a guarantee that each and every commodity is the same or identical by considering internal or external features of the product. So it gives guarantee of single or the same price to each and every product. Now the third one is free entry and free exit of firms. In perfect competitive market, there is a full freedom to new firms to enter in the market and there is also freedom to exist firms to leave the market when there is no any legal, technical, financial, or any other restrictions on entry and exit. If there is a possibility of profit, then new firms will enter in the market. So the number of firms increases. If some firms incurs losses, then that firm exit the market and there is a stiff competition among the firms. Next one, single uniform price. In perfect competitive market, price is given, price is stable, single seller or single buyer cannot influence the market price. The demand curve is horizontal to x-axis. The price of product, average revenue and marginal revenue all are same, and the cross elasticity of demand is infinite. Now next one, automatic price mechanism. In perfect competition market, the prices are determined by the free forces of aggregate demand and aggregate supply. And when there is imbalance between demand and supply, if suppose the demand increases then supply, then what happens? The price of product increases. Due to increase in price of product, supply also increases and equilibrium will be maintained. On the other hand, if the supply of product became the greater than demand, then what happens? The price of product falls, and due to falls in price of a product, the demand for product increases and automatically there is a equilibrium price by the interaction of aggregate demand and aggregate supply. So automatically prices are determined and there is equilibrium price by the free forces of total demand and supply. Now, sixth feature, perfect knowledge of the market. In the perfect competitive market, every buyer and every seller has a perfect knowledge or total information about the quantity of the product, quality of the product, price of the product. So, if any seller can increase the price of the product, then no single consumer can purchase the product from him. If one buyer demanding the product at a low price, then any seller is not ready to sell the product. So each and there is a close contact between buyer and seller. So there is no chance to sell the product at higher price to any firm, and there is no chance to any buyer to purchase the product at a low price. Now, seventh feature, perfect mobility of factors of production. In perfect competitive market, in perfect competitive market, except land, labor, capital are fully mobile. They are easily moved from one place to another place, from one region to another region, or from one industry to another industry. So there is no shortage of factors of production and there is no excess supply of factors of production. If the supply of factors of production is higher than demand, then the excess factors will shift to another industry. And if the demand for factors of production is higher than supply, then new factors of production will be enter in the industry and automatically the supply will increases. So due to this feature, there is a full equilibrium of firm and industry in a perfect competitive market. Now number 8, absence of transport costs. In perfect competitive market, the production centers and markets are very close to each other. So there is no transportation of raw material and there is no transportation of final products. So there is no transportation cost. If there is some transportation cost which is very negligible and that cannot influence the market price. Now, number nine, zero advertising cost. In perfect competitive market, each consumer has a knowledge about the quantity of the product, quality of the product, and price of the product. And the another assumption of perfect competition, all the products of the number of firms are identical. So any firm have no chance to make the product differentiation. So there is no question of advertising cost. So advertising cost in perfect competitive market is zero. And the last, no government intervention. In perfect competitive market, government is neutral. Government cannot interfere in economic activity. Government cannot impose taxes, not provide subsidies, or there is no rationing, or there is no control of raw materials by the government. So there is free economy, and through market demand and supply forces determine the price. So there is no any price control by the government in perfect competitive market. Perfect competition is a theoretical construct and does not exist in reality. As such, it is difficult to find real life examples of perfect competition. However, perfect competition is used as a base to compare with other forms of market structure. No industry exhibits perfect competition in India. Thank you.